for the abundance of my entire body. I am so grateful for the abundance of my mind. I am so grateful for the unlimited abundance of spirit. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to get that timing down, but you know what? One step at a time, one day at a time. Hope all is fantastic. Very happy and excited to be here with you right here, right now in this moment today. And just really thrilled about the direction that, once again, this ministry is taken because, you know, if you learn nothing from Heart of Christ, learn to follow your heart, learn to follow your truth, learn to follow what resonates within yourself in a capacity to where you just keep finding yourself being drawn to it and continually drawn back. And that becomes the most important thing. And I am so thrilled and excited to be here and to just share with you all the great stuff that's going to continue to reveal itself. And I can be honest with you, it's about to be one heck of a journey because a lot of lives will be transformed and will be transformed in the financial arena. I feel like I have been gifted with the ability to teach financial emotional intelligence. I did a podcast on this a while back, and I really feel like this is something we need in order to not just accumulate more money, but to be wise and intelligent with the money that we have. Okay, so it's going to be exciting today. If you read the description, we got a great show prepared. First and foremost, let's get into this before we do anything else. Write to us, prayer requests, show requests, any type of topics you'd like me to discuss here on this show, this sermon, this message, Heart of Christ Ministry, the divine ministry for money consciousness, abundant money consciousness. Let me know what it is you'd like me to talk about. And if you'd like to work one-on-one, we can definitely work one-on-one. Write to me at ShaunG04@gmail.com. Oh, and one more thing, prayer request, standing in agreement for divine solutions. If you feel that is something that you're wanting to do and you want to give us feedback, by all means, feel free to write to us at ShaunG04@gmail.com. And it's never too late to sow a seed into this ministry. Every seed that you sow never leaves your life. Remember, the whole most important idea, because this is a money ministry now, give, right? Give in some capacity to whoever it may be. Make sure that you're giving, but when you give, make sure it's something that you are willing to invest in and to feel good about giving your money towards. So if this ministry makes you feel good about giving, feel free to sow a seed into Heart of Christ, Venmo, Heart of Christ Ministry, PayPal, ShaunG04@gmail.com. Your kindness, your generosity is greatly appreciated. Thank you in advance very, very much. And now we're going to get to our segment of Where's My Abundance? Where's my abundance? And so you know the drill. And if you don't know the drill, let me explain it to you. Whatever you feel is present as your abundance, I'm going to give you 30 seconds here to figure out what it is that you're grateful for, what it is that can be tangible or intangible abundance. And I'm going to have you write that down into the comments and really inspire other people to recognize what their abundance is. And so another thing I recommend for you is to do this all throughout the day. If you're sitting there and you're chilling and you're having just a good time and you're relaxing, ask yourself, where's my abundance, right? Where's my abundance? And once you find out where's your abundance, speak it out loud and then move to a place to where you're grateful for it. You'll see in today's show later on, gratitude is everything. Okay, especially when it comes to money, especially when it comes to finances. All right, so we're going to get into that 30 seconds. Remember, once you got what you got, write it into the comments. Don't be shy. Don't give a hoot what anybody says. Write what you're grateful for, because I promise you, every time somebody has commented, it has helped someone else to experience more abundance within their lives. Okay. So with that being said, let's get into this. 30 seconds. You got 30 seconds to figure out, where's my abundance? All right. Once again, place that in. Place that into the comments. Oh, gosh, that was so funny. Place that into the comments. Place that into the comments. And inspire not just your own abundance, but the abundance of everybody who can see this video visibly, because it's streaming out to 4 different outlets. And so we greatly appreciate you participating. Remember, play this game. Use this game to your advantage. I would say at least once every hour, stop for 30 seconds and say, where's my abundance? And you know what my abundance is? My abundance is my ability to smile and to laugh and to be filled with so much creative energy, filled with so much joy, filled with so much passion to help so many people, right? That's what my abundance is, and I am extraordinarily grateful with that. And because I'm extraordinarily grateful, let's get into today's message for us in Heart of Christ Ministry, manifesting more money into your life under grace in a perfect way. Wow. Okay. So this is fun. Why? Because everybody needs more money at some point in time in their lives, right? If you don't, hats off to you. And I'm very proud. And guess what? You're watching this and you don't need more money. Help somebody else to get some more money into their lives, right? But at the same time, everybody can use more money. And let me get this straight, because I really have to clarify this more so than anything else. This ministry is not about selfishness. It's not about building, and getting greedy and having as much as you want and abusing the law of usage, which is a strong universal law. This is about having as much as your consciousness is willing to take in and using that on yourself to better yourself, using that to better your family, using that to better, your friends, to be an expansive blessing to other people. This is what this comes down to. Right. So I would just want to clarify that it's not just the whole idea of making money just to be making money, because that's bogus. We make money to live, to appropriate more of our lives and do things that are near and dear to our hearts. And that's exactly what we're going to do. OK, so once again, manifesting more money into your life under grace in a perfect way. And all that means is that money is coming to you in a capacity that is in your highest good and the highest good of everybody. When we say under grace, we mean that it's coming from a place of divinity. It's coming from a place where this was destined for you because of what you were holding near and dear in your mind and your heart and in your spirit. Okay. And that's the only way to manifest, right? Any other way is faulty and causes issues and causes you to become attached, causes you to become greedy, causes you to fall victim to feeling like nothing ever works out. So we want to alleviate that right away. And we're going to show you in 4 steps how to manifest more money into your life Get your popcorn ready, baby, because we about to roll on. Here we go. Number one. The first thing you got to do when you're thinking of manifesting more money into your life, when you're desiring, is you got to have faith and conviction that more money is right and possible for you. It's your birthright. And another thing I want to add here, guys, is you got to be specific. Okay. The universe loves specificity. All right. Because it needs your subconscious mind, which is the universe itself, needs a specific number, right? Because here's the thing. If I say, I want more money and I want it now, I could walk outside my door and find a dime or a nickel or a quarter. And the universe says, ba-da, your wish granted, right? Your wish is my command. So I got to be specific in what I want. But more importantly, I've got to know that, and when I say no, I mean having complete faith and conviction that I can have more money. It's okay, right? There is nothing wrong. I said this, I think last week. There's nothing wrong with having more money if it means you can live more of the life that allows you to be more of yourself. There is nothing wrong with that. And I'm telling you, if that requires you to have $50,000 a month, $150,000 a month, $10 million a year, whatever it is, you can have it, right? Because ultimately you've been placed here to live your very best life. And because of the world we live in, because of this time period, money is so important, right? If it wasn't important, there'd be no teaching upon it. But because it is important and because you have to be able to you have to have money in order to live your highest potential, right? In some cases or most cases, it's important that we know how to allow or activate that birthright and allow that money to come in from there. Okay, so it starts with faith, right? And so if you're, let's say if you have a Christian background or a spiritual background, religious background, and you're looking towards the scripture to find out where this is true. Well, there's a couple of scriptures. One in particular that stands out the most is John 10:10. I have come so that you might have life and you might have it more abundantly. Life more abundantly is life that includes everything. Life that includes all resources, financial, emotional, mental, physical. But keep in mind, the financial is included in there. Okay. That is what matters, is that you know that it's right for you. Now, if you're in a situation where, say, I was when I grew up, where I had a lot of faulty conditioning, where I just thought I could only have a certain amount. It was wrong to really want to have a lot because that would make me greedy. And I want to show you the only thing, greed is not wanting more. Greed is having a lot and not giving, freely as to what you have. Because all greed is hoarding, and hoarding is just basically keeping it all to yourself without willing to share because you're waiting for something to happen. When in actuality, there's never any time to wait. There's always a time to give when the need arises, and that creates a healthier balance with the flow of money into our lives. But we've got to understand, in having faith and conviction, right? With having faith and conviction, the fact that more money is possible and is our birthright, we got to know that this is our truth. We have to know that there is nothing that can stop this, no matter what conditioning we've had, no matter what anybody else has told us. We really have to go within and ask ourselves, okay, is this true? Why is it, certain people can have a lot and then certain people struggle immensely, right? What's the difference? The difference is in the consciousness, right? Some people know, trust, and believe that they can have a lot. And some people think that they can only have so much. Some people even feel uncomfortable with having more. So, but all that's a conditioned belief, right? Because once again, if you tuned in yesterday, money is just love. Money is just God. Money is love in action, love in expression, God in action, God in expression. So there's nothing wrong with having an unlimited amount of it come into your life, because It's just God. And then if you're tuned into your inner guidance, right, it's going to instruct you on how to use that in the very best way that you possibly can. And this becomes such an enormous way to make sure that you're circulating. I don't want to say spending, because spending means to dry up, but circulating means to continue to keep it in motion. It makes sure that you're circulating your money to a degree that it enables you to always be on point and in the understanding that, you know what, this is right. I'm supposed to have lots. I'm supposed to have more coming in. I'm supposed to have more going out. I'm supposed to be in a place where I'm prospering every single day, even when I don't see it. That is my birthright. So in order to bring more in, you got to have the faith and conviction that more money is right for you. And you're going to do this from an energetic place, right? Substance, not necessarily dollar bills and coins and stuff like that, but the energy of money, the love current, so to speak. Are you saying that okay, got an example for you. Do you feel like you deserve unconditional love in your life? Okay. You got to ask yourself that question. Do I deserve unconditional love? Because if I can say, yes, I deserve unconditional love, which guess what? You're getting it anyway in the form of being alive, because that's an expression of God's unconditional love, that you have life, that you're alive here and now at this time, living in a capacity that has unlimited potential. But if you feel like you deserve unconditional love, remember, love resonates on the same vibrational resonance as money. Love, money, source, God, all are the same numerical vibrational resonance. So if you deserve unconditional love, guess what? You deserve unconditional money, because it's the exact same thing from an energy perspective. So you look at it that way. That, for me, was the easiest way to be able to embrace the idea of knowing that I deserve more. And that's how I got more, because that's what helped my mind to be convinced that I was deserving of more, right? Perfect. Moving on, number 2. Celebrate all the money present in your life right now and celebrate all that's to come. So let's talk about the first part. Whether you're making money from a job, whether you're making money from training clients, whether you're making money from COVID-19, unemployment, whatever it is, wherever money is coming from or is present in your life, in your accounts, energy and all, celebrate it. When I say celebrate it, just give thanks. Give repetitive thanks for the presence of this money in your life. And guess what? You can even give repetitive thanks for the money that's to come, because guess what? It all exists as energy right now inside of you. Every amount that is possibly able to be perceived is resonant within your divine being. It's resonant inside of you, right? So when we know that, and we know what we have already, right? Celebrate it. Celebrate it. Be grateful for it. Say thank you so much, because guess what? That money is going to contribute to you living your life in some capacity, right? And it becomes the most exciting situation to be in when you begin to celebrate all the time, like especially when you celebrate paying your bills, when you celebrate paying your mortgage, when you celebrate paying your rent, when you celebrate being able to go to the store and get the things that you need, when you celebrate any time that money has benefited your life, and it does it, let's just be honest, almost every single day, that creates the space for more to come through you, right? Because it comes through you. It's an energy, it's a current, it's a love current. It comes through you and out pictures in your life, right? Because see what gratitude does, gratitude takes something and it expands the attention onto that thing, right? It makes that thing expansive because your attention is expanding on it, is what I'm attempting to say. And so because the attention is expanding on it, you're going to have more and more to feel gratitude about, to feel excited about. And guess what? You do that enough, you reach the second part of this and you start to celebrate the stuff that's supposed to come even before it gets there. And you just say, thank you. And thank you. And thank you. Thank you, God in me. Thank you, divine spirit. Thank you for blessing me with all the money that I have right now. Thank you for blessing me to be able to pay my bills. Thank you for blessing me for this money to go on vacation. Thank you for blessing me for this money to help me to go to the grocery store. Thank you for helping me, for blessing me, giving me this money to give to my family and my friends in need. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Celebration, man, creates a high vibration, creates more space for money to flow into your life. Easy peasy. Number 3. So this is important because, when we had the talk about we did an episode about emotions before we made the shift to being a money ministry. We did the talk about emotions, and we talked about understanding what is it I'm feeling? What am I feeling, right? What am I feeling within? And so in doing that, what we were able to get to the point of to see is when we were out of alignment with love and in alignment with love. And so this relates to number 3. Ask your inner guidance, is there anything holding me back from having money in my life? Right? Reveal it to me now. And so you can kind of tweak this a bit. Is there anything holding me back from being in alignment with love? Once again, love and money, same resonance. And money issues are just emotional issues. Okay, I'll say that again. Money issues are just emotional and mental issues. The only time we have issues with money is when we have issues with our emotions that lead to issues with our mind, right? So what you do is you get silent and you ask your inner guidance. Is there anything holding me back from having more money in the form of $5,000 more per month? Is there anything holding me back, dearest God in me, supreme infinite intelligence of my subconscious mind? If so, reveal it to me. Wait for it to come. If it comes through fast, you got your answer. Sometimes it may take a bit of time, and then what will happen is you'll get it later in the day down the road, right? It's always a great idea to pay attention to what you're feeling, how you act when money is used, right? Because here's the thing, much like love, it's neutral, right? You can accept it or you can reject it. That's always a choice, whether it's directly or indirectly, you can accept or reject, right? And so when you accept, you open the flow to come to you more, right? When you reject, you push it away, you close yourself off. So all the opportunities that are surrounding you right now that want to become present in your life, they no longer can do that because you're shut off from it. So it's just a matter of what am I in alignment with, right? So what I always do, I always test my consciousness, right? I ask on a scale from 0 to 100, supreme infinite intelligence, dearest God in me, whatever you call your inner guidance, on a scale from 0 to 100, where am I as it relates to having a money consciousness, as it relates to having a wealth consciousness? And it will give to me on a number from 0 to 100, right? So for me, it's always about being above 95. And the reason why, it's because I am open to 95% of the opportunities that are actually even unperceivable at the moment, but that can come through without question, right? So I always try to be there. Now, something to tell you here. Before I dealt with a lot of emotional hangups and mental hangups that I had, I was around 67, 68% because these emotions of unworthiness, these emotions of money doesn't grow on trees, these mental hangups of I'm not good enough would hold back my vibration. So if you look at my life at that time, it would be like abundance, lack, abundance, lack, abundance, lack. And it would bounce back and forth, sometimes a little bit more than half, but ultimately looking like, why am I not getting over the hump? Well, it's because you always have to ask when you see that, Is there anything holding me back from having more money? Is there anything holding me back from living more of the person that I desire to be? If there is, reveal it to me now. And then you jump in and you take care of it. You release that. And what you'll find is your consciousness meter goes even higher, and you'll begin to see that you're manifesting more money into your life. Okay. So it's so important to know that we have the power to really pinpoint anything that's stopping us from increasing the flow of money into our lives. It's on us, right? It's really on us. And we just have to ask the right questions, and our mind will always answer. No matter what it is, it's programmed to answer us and give us what we need that continues to keep us in alignment with love. And guess what? Love is the same resonant vibration as money and as source. All right. We ain't done yet. We got one more for you. Have the money in your consciousness first, and it will follow in manifestation. Right. So I was reading the book Mental Equivalent by Emmett Fox, which it's a short read, but you should definitely get it because it helps you to really understand what is going on in your life that's actually going on inside of you. Right. And so he talked about, he made the distinct equation to, I won't say equation, but basically this is what he said. He said, as within, so without, right? Within means thought, without means manifestation. Okay. Thought is just another name for consciousness, right? Without, the out picturing is manifestation. So if we say as within, as in your thought, so without, so in your manifestation, what does that tell us? That tells us that we've got the keys to the Jeep right now. All we have to do is turn it on by having in our consciousness. And so when I say conscious, I say this a lot. If you want to change your consciousness, you have to go to the subconscious mind. And how to do that is to get into a supremely relaxed state of being and begin to feed ideas into that consciousness. One thing we attempt to do that we've done during COVID every day, which has helped immensely, me and my wife, that is meditate for an hour, but also do what we call mental training, where you take an idea you want to plant within your subconscious mind and you meditate on that for an hour, right? And that hour is the equivalent to 1 month of physical work. That focused mental training is equivalent to 1 month of physical work. And it does absolute wonders in implanting that idea into your consciousness. Because guess what? You know it. You heard me say it. I'm going to say it a million more times because you got to know this. You can't have anything in reality unless you have it in your consciousness first, right? You can't have anything in the without until you have it in the within. You can't have anything in manifestation until you have it within thought first. So if it's 10,000 a month you want, right? Get it in your consciousness first. Get it in the thought first. Get it in the subconscious thought. The conscious mind can only do so much, but the subconscious mind can create the behavior and the circumstances that lead you to a place that's under grace, and it happens for you in a perfect way. And that is the simplest, most effective way to do that, because what we have to understand is that thought, spirit are all the higher forms of vibrational energy because they're linked to creation, right? Physical stuff, matter, is a lower form of vibration, right? That's why it's really heavy and like dense, and it doesn't really seem to move as much. But when we think of thought, it's very transient. When we think of feeling, it's very transient and transparent. And so we want to lock into that, okay, in order to see more money come into our lives. Because here's the thing. Reverend Ike said it best. Money is just mind power. He said, money is the getting power of the mind. To me, money is the love current that allows us to experience more of the joy that we desire in life. And it's resonant with the same vibration as love. right? So when we have unconditional love, we have unconditional money unless we're mentally cutting it off. They're both one and the same. So if you have one, you can have the other. It's like having a quarter and, having heads and tails, but you deny the fact that the tails is on the other side. That's a great analogy, right? You deny the fact that the tails is on the other side. You have both because they're both within the coin, but you deny one. So now you got to know that, okay, I can have both of these. I can have both of these right here, right now. I can get it in my consciousness. Like we said, number one, have faith and conviction that it's true, and then watch it manifest. As within, so without. As in thought, so in manifestation. Get it in the consciousness first, the thinking, the feeling, and the acting, and the manifestation will follow without question. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up today's message. Man, that was a great message. I enjoyed it. Definitely. I'm excited. I always look back on these and I'm like, man, that's a lot. That's a lot of good stuff to learn, So not even trying to toot my own horn, but I'm just confident in the idea that like what's being said and conveyed can help so many. It's helping me. And I think I'm teaching it. I know I'm teaching it in order for me to continually learn and to continue to grow. So I want to thank you for joining me in this process today. With that being said, if you have any questions, any comments, any feedback, any prayer requests, write to us at ShaunG04@gmail.com. Bada bing, bada boom. We'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. And if you found this content as beneficial as I did, I'm going to sow a seed today of $25 because I feel it. I'm sowing to my own ministry. Anywho, if you find that this content has benefited you in any way, shape, or form, has allowed you to resonate at a higher level, I encourage you through an act of love, sow a seed today. Venmo, Heart of Christ Ministry, PayPal, ShaunG04@gmail.com. And Apple Pay upon request. The seed you sow never leaves your life. It continues to expand in trust. If you want more money in your life, and we're going to get to this at some point, might even do a whole episode on giving, you got to give, whether it's to this ministry, whether it's to somebody else in your life, whenever the need comes up for you to give, consult your heart first. And if your heart agrees, give. Right? Because all that's going to do is continue to pour more into your life. Remember, money is a life force, just like love, that was meant to circulate. Love was not meant to be hoarded on one side, right? It's meant to circulate. Money in, money out. Money come, money go. Love in, love out. Love come, love go. Not love stay stagnant, right? Not money stay stagnant. So it's important to know that. And whether or not it's giving to this ministry or anything else in your life, be sure that you are a giver, because being a giver ensures that you will continue to be abundant in every area of your life. So who doesn't want that, right? With that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. It has been a pleasure. We will see you soon. Thanks for your comments as well, for sharing Where's Your Abundance. And that seals the deal for today. Ladies and gentlemen, take care. Have a wonderful day. We'll talk soon.
Every dream begins with a vision that sees everything before anyone else ever can. A vision that ignites the endless power to make all your dreams come true. Your truth